want you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
News time for WCLU is 6:24. We have a temperature reading of 65 degrees. In funeral announcements this hour, William Bill Webb, age 83, of Glasgow, died Sunday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. At this hour, arrangements for William Bill Webb are incomplete, but will be under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Jamie Conan Moorhead, age 54, of Glasgow, died Monday at T.J. Sampson Hospital. The Hardin County native is the son of Harold and Margaret Ray Moorhead of Hodgenville, who survive. He was self-employed in the lawn care industry and landscaping business and was a minister and a member of the Beech Grove Missionary Baptist Church. He held a bachelor's degree from WKU and was working on his master's through Lindsey Wilson College. In addition to his parents, he is survived by his wife, Crystal Sewell Moorhead, two sons, Stephen Tyler Moorhead and Jacob Andrew Moorhead, both of Glasgow, a granddaughter, Evelyn Grace Moorhead of Glasgow, four sisters, Cheryl Canada of Elizabethtown, Monica Flanders of Hodgenville, Selena Humphrey of E-Town, and Maureen Thompson of Hodgenville, a brother, Wayne Moorhead of Indiana. Services for Jamie Conan Moorhead will be at 1 o'clock Thursday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at 4 p.m. today at the funeral home. Michael Lewis Smith, age 48, of Shepherdsville, died Sunday at his home. Michael was the son of Lewis Wood Smith and Betty Key Smith of Edmonton. Michael was an employee of the Ford Motor Company. Besides his parents, he is survived by two sons, Aaron Michael and Cody Andrew Smith of Shepherdsville, two sisters, Peggy Humphrey of Summershade and Patty Firkins of Edmonton, three nephews, Connor Firkins, Josh Shaw, and Sean Shaw, and one niece, Kaylee Firkins. Funeral services for Michael Lewis Smith will be at noon Friday at the Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton. Burial to be in the Joe Field Cemetery. Visitation will be today from 5 until 8 and Thursday from 2 until 8 and after 9 a.m. on Friday. Memorial services for Daniel K. Wyatt, age 67, of Glasgow, will be at 3 p.m. Thursday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Visitation will be after 11 a.m. Thursday until time for service. A private family burial will follow visitation. Funeral services for Gloriana Cherry Hawks, age 76, of Bowling Green, will be at 11 o'clock Thursday at the Hardy & Son Bowling Green Chapel. Burial in the Fairview Cemetery No. 2. Visitation begins at 2 o'clock today. Funeral services for Della Renee Jones, age 78, of Glasgow, will be at 1 o'clock Thursday at the Hatcher & Sadler Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 3 p.m. Service for Marcy Lynn Weaver, age 50, of Scottsville, will be today at 2 at the Goad Funeral Home. Funeral services for Kevin Ralph Harrison, age 53, of Tompkinsville, will be today at 1 o'clock at Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burial is to be in the Yoakley Cemetery. Service for Francis Ellen Dennison, age 85, of Horse Cave, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Cave City Cemetery. Services for Dorothy Lee Bridges, age 91, of Smiths Grove, will be at 11 o'clock today at the Hatcher & Sadler Funeral Home. Burial is to be in the Shiloh Cemetery. Funeral information is available 24 hours a day, free at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Gutters are clean and I fixed the doorknob. Anything else?
Yes, you can help me figure out what to do with my money in the CD at the bank. It's about to mature and I don't know what to do with it.
Well, here's what I'd do.
Dad?
I'd use the money and buy an annuity from Woodman. As far as rates go, it's competitive with a CD, sometimes even better. And the earnings on your money will grow tax-deferred until you withdraw it.
And that's good, right?
Oh, that's very good, because you defer income taxes so you have more money for compounding. And unlike a mutual fund, a fixed annuity guarantees you'll never lose your principal, no matter how long you live.
So how'd you get so smart?
I'm sure it came from my mother.
Hi, I'm Jeff Sneed, your local Woodman of the World representative. Find out more about Woodman's full line of annuity products by calling me at 270-646-0354.
Insurance protection, financial security. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society of Omaha, Nebraska. Woodman, with you through life.
Making your funeral arrangements in advance.
Mom, are we at Parish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring, 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 boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
631 at WCLU and 65 degrees. Let's turn to local sports. In boys soccer yesterday, Barron County defeated Grayson County 3-1 and Marion County over Hart County 7-1. Girls soccer yesterday, it was Glasgow over Franklin Simpson 6-1 and Warren East down Barron County Warren East and Barron County played to a 1-1 tie. In volleyball, it was Edmondson County 2, Glasgow nothing, and Monroe County over Barron County 2-0. And yesterday in golf, it was the final match of the season for the Glasgow Lady Scotties. They lost to Greenwood 163-180. Three of the Lady Scotty golfers, Abby Lee, Allie McCoy, and Bailey Birdsell, all shot 44s. Grayson Flatt shot a 52. Nina McMurtry shot a 48. Congratulations on a good season, and thanks to Coach Kelly Lee for being sure and contacting us here at the radio station so that we were able to share those scores each and every day here on WCLU. That's a check of local sports. 30.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
A hometown experience with honest people, a novel idea, not at Bailey Gibson. We understand you work hard for your money and deserve the best when shopping for a vehicle. Times are tough and buying a vehicle is a big decision. Dad prides himself in having honest employees who will help in any way they can before and after your purchase. At Bailey Gibson, we pledge to give you a hometown experience with honest people. Now that's an idea you can bank on.
Do you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB has partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
Mom, are we at Parish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
Legendary Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Legendberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Legendberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
629-6722. Let your hometown healing begin.
All right, I actually got a little more sports in here that I shared the Glasgow Lady Scotty sports in golf, but the Glasgow boys defeated Bowling Green and Allen County on senior night. It was senior Jackson Riffle who had the lowest score, and the match earning him the medalist. So congratulations for some positive news there. The Glasgow boys defeating Bowling Green and Allen County Scottsville on senior night yesterday. And I appreciate all the information there so we can kind of share the scores and the good news. And we're going to also share some birthdays. Ralphie's Fun Center is the home of birthdays. And birthday fun, I'll tell you that much. You know, they got this escape room out there that we're going to try to go out there and experience it for ourselves so that we can learn how to escape and learn a whole lot about what we're going to be doing when we are trying to escape. From Ralphie's Fun Center, they've got a very nice description of it on their website. You just need to get on there and sign up to go and enjoy the fun stuff located at Ralphie's Fun Center. What's the most beautiful time of the year? Well, Mammoth Cave Transplants, a Kentucky proud member, has a plan to make fall absolutely gorgeous around your home. It's a transition of seasons and a transition of color that Janet Dennison and her staff look forward to. It's a time for fall flowers. The mums, pansies, and fall bedding plants provide accents and highlights to your landscape and plant beds. And fall is the time to set out shrubs and trees so they will get a well-grounded start. In addition to all of this fall beauty, you will get the veteran expertise of the Kentucky proud personnel at Mammoth Cave Transplants. Years of raising greenhouses full of plants has given them the experience to know what's best for you. This fall, strive for beauty. Start with the best. Visit Mammoth Cave Transplants, Highway 259 in Edmonson County between Pig and Rhodey. Call 597-2533. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Saturday, 8 to 4, closed Sunday. Yeah, and they got some beautiful things over there that's going to make your landscape absolutely beautiful, your entire place there beautiful. Well, let's get rolling up here as we get started here on WCLD with the Birthday Club. And as promised, we're going to sound the 40 gong for Angela Briggs.
Now, that was not necessary.
And then we're going to sound it again for Angela Briggs. Having her 40th birthday today. And you're in good company, too. Listen up. Brian Shields, Linda Wells, Eugenia Vaughn, Jess Dean White, Doug Harden. It's Brandy Matthews is 42. Thomas Hurt is 85. Laura Hagan with a birthday. Linda Wyatt is celebrating. First cousins Blake Wiley and Parker Adair are celebrating birthdays today. How about that little cousin birthday celebration? We've got anniversaries today for Doug and Maud Eisenberg, and we also have Brandon and Lauren Hopkins. Brandon and Lauren are turning 6 today. A big congratulations. 651-9149. 800-956-1023 online. WCLUradio.com. Now, what's that screen you have over there? Angela can't see that in the newsroom. So, Angela, come up here to the
he just showed me.
master control.
He just showed me.
Okay, all right.
Eligible for the archive.
That's right.
Yeah, this day in 1977.
Vintage 1977. But, you know, I was looking up 1977 just to see what else happened on the day you were born. Not much.
I mean, isn't that enough?
In 1973, the so-called Battle of the Sexes, tennis star Billie Jean King defeated Bobby Riggs in straight sets.
But you heard that, didn't you?
It's also the day that Jim Croce died in a plane crash near Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Goodness.
And that's really about it, except for the fact that this day in 1519, Magellan set sail from Spain on 5 ships to find a western passage to the Spice Island.
See, big things happen on this day.
But he was killed en route.
Yeah, I don't want to be killed en route.
And anyway, that's one of his ships eventually, though, did circle the world. So that is kind of where we are. And Wes is, what are you trying to tell me something here, Wes? Hold on.
I got some birthdays to announce if you want to get your pen out.
Okay.
It's
Get it out. What do you think, I hadn't got it out yet? Go ahead.
Peggy Adwell has a birthday today. Yes. Just got that call.
Okay.
And then we got an anniversary for Mac and Judy Adwell.
Oh, right. We know Mac and Judy. Nice folks, too, you know.
Yep. So today is brought to you by the letter A.
That's right. We are here with all these nice folks on the birthday anniversary club. And we're going to go ahead and tell you that we're going to jump into the rest of the archives now. Brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. We got stuff to review, and we'll do it after this word from Joseph A. Wade.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto? No problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Okay, Angela, let's get rolling here with the archives. 100 years.
Let's take this thing back 100 years.
And including in that 100 years, your birth was in
I
there.
know. 40 years. I can't even, I can remember,
Yeah.
being in my 20s and thinking, gosh, 40's so old.
Yeah,
40's not old.
What do you think now?
I think 40's not old.
But you feel like in your 20s, don't you?
I don't know what I feel like getting double gogged. I'm still back here in shop.
Well, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to share some other things for you.
Okay.
Let's go back 100 years. September of 1977. This was a piece of information to share. On the night of October the 19th, coming up in the high school auditorium, a patriotic program will be given by some of the town's best local talent. A small admission fee will be charged. The proceeds will go to the Red Cross.
Well,
community-minded there. The Red Cross gets the proceeds of the patriotic program there in 1917. 1927, this is intriguing if you think about it. Mr. E.B. Terry and Reverend J.A. Easley have returned home from a 90-day tour of Europe, Egypt, and the Holy Land.
That'd be a nice tour.
Well, it was a tour, but in 1927, it had to be by boat. It had to take a while. A lot of that 90 days, I'm sure, was involved in transportation.
Better than a 3-hour tour.
And Mr. Terry, while in Jerusalem, I was trying to make sure I knew this name. Mr. Terry, while in Jerusalem, suffered an attack of ptomaine poisoning. It's Ptomaine, ptomaine poisoning, and was in the hospital in that city, later being ordered to the hospital in Switzerland and then in Italy. He never fully recovered and is still, quote, under the weather. How about that?
Oh, goodness.
You're taking a big tour, and you wind up in the hospital in Jerusalem and then move on over there to Italy and Switzerland and never fully recovered. All right. 1937. New highway markers. The word is, there are new reflectorized signs.
Reflectorized signs.
Reflectorized signs are being erected along Highway 31E. The signs are manufactured at the state prison.
Well, there you go.
Useful work for folks who were incarcerated at the time. And, you know, it must have taken some work to reflectorize those signs.
Reflectorize.
1937. 1947, we have an advertisement here in the archives for ice cream.
Okay, I love ice cream.
Freezer Fresh, made daily. Buy your ice cream at prices where the quality is best and the prices are lower. Get a quart for 35 cents pre-packed.
Well, there you go.
A pint, 20 cents pre-packed. Hand-packed is slightly higher. I would charge more.
Yeah.
Just stand there with you watching and me having to dig down into the frozen tundra. Special flavor of the month, this month here, is peppermint chip.
Oh, I bet that is good.
A variety of flavors to come soon from Price's Ice Cream Store on the Public Square in Glasgow. 1947.
Some of the best ice cream I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
It's the grape ice cream.
Yeah.
From the Chamber Ice Cream Social.
Yeah, that's
made by Brett Lowe.
That's wonderful.
Oh my goodness, it's the best stuff ever.
It's great and grape.
I heard the angels singing.
Well, hopefully you got to have the rest of it.
I did. I went back and got two.
Anyway, it's a great event. But Price's Ice Cream there was, coming to the square, putting on a nice place for folks to come and enjoy.
Yeah.
All right, 1957. Salty Dog Holmes was on TV, according to the headline here in the Republican.
Okay.
Salty Dog Holmes and his son Billy are with the Midwestern Hayride, originating from a Dayton, Ohio television station and seen on Channel 3 on Sunday nights. Next Sunday, the program will originate in Indianapolis. 1957, the pioneering days of television. I'm not sure that they had a way to get that show all the way down here to Channel 3, but at least if you were in Dayton, Ohio, it might have been on Channel 3.
There you go.
Salty Dog, he was making us proud. This day in 1967, this had to have drawn quite the crowd. This day in 1967, Tony Fontaine will hold a revival at the First Methodist Church. Tony is a former TV and nightclub singer, and he was the guy who made famous the Cold, Cold Heart. But he switched over to, being involved in religious such things as singing at churches. And
from nightclub singer to pastor.
That's right. Tony
But that was a bumpy road.
Tony Fontaine.
And he made famous what?
Cold, Cold Heart. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, about your cold, cold heart.
Never heard of that.
Well, no, because I didn't do enough of it for you to have heard it. But it's kind of ringing in the back of my head there.
It's a song, Cold Cold Heart.
Yes, it is.
Never heard of it.
1977. Here we go. The year you were born. Also going up. Clyde Martin this day announced a new Glasgow real estate firm with Clyde Martin Real Estate on the Happy Valley Road. James Lyons will be a salesman.
Well.
Of course, Mr. Clyde Martin, after 40 more years, he's still doing neat things this day and time.
Oh, yes.
But back in 77, he was opening up his own real estate firm there on the Happy Valley Road. This day in 1987, it was September the 15th. I'm sorry, it was on September the 15th that 4-year-old Jessica Hunt was a unique participant in the fun run and walk at Monroe County's Watermelon Festival. She suffers from cerebral palsy, and she completed the full course.
Well, look out.
I would say that she had quite the cheering section there when she did that. Jessica Hunt, she was 4 years old in 1987, and the fun run and walk at Monroe County's Watermelon Festival. Let's see. I've got a little text here from Sam Terry.
Okay.
He's faster than Google, let me tell you.
I guarantee he is.
He says that E.B. Terry never truly recovered from that illness. contracted in the Holy Land. He was sick the rest of his life. He died 10 years later in 1937. Sam Terry says he has a brass tray decorated with a peacock on it that he bought on the trip and gave to Nell Terry and Mitchell Ellis for their wedding, which was in 1927.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and he also notes that he believes that Charlie Goodman has E.B. Terry's diary from that trip too. So I bet it's quite the tales of the trip.
I guarantee it
to
is.
the Holy Land. But you know, it's kind of sad he contracted that illness, whatever the illness was, and never really got over it. Thank you there, Mr. Sam Terry Google, for giving us that updated report on that.
Google ain't got nothing on here.
That's right. This day in 1997, has it been 20 years? This was the day that Brian Keith Pack joined the law firm of Herbert and Herbert Law Firm.
Well.
He's well-grounded, and he's a veteran, going back to 1997. All right. In 2007, this day, it was, this, I guess, was one of those days where the locals are glad that the law was doing their job. This day in 2007, Rodney W. Pruitt, age 41, of Charlestown, Indiana, has been charged with the U.S. bank robbery, along with robberies in Radcliffe and Paducah.
Oh, goodness.
He was working the circuit.
Yes.
Back in 2007. Coming up with some places to rob. But the long arm of the law reeled him in.
Snatch you up.
That's right. So, there we have it. The archives.
100 years.
100 years. 40 of which you have experienced.
I know. Vintage archives.
That's right.
Whatever.
and we'll, thanks to Sam Terry for always giving us the bonus there. And thanks to our sponsors, Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. Really nice folks out there.
Definitely.
You ought to go check it out. We'll do some more tomorrow and see where we go with it, too.
All right.
On the archives.
Service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my dandy a call.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
It's suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Would you like to choose when you pay your electric bill? With EPB iPay, you can. iPay allows you to draft money into your electric account online or at our office. The myusage.com website lets you keep track of how much electricity you're using and lets you know your current balance. When your account's getting low, you can get reminders to add more money to your electric account by text or email. With iPay, there's no due date, no late fees. Sign up for iPay at the EPB office at 100 Mallory Drive.
BR Tire. We're always on call and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, BR Tire. On Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in
at
Boston.
6:54. Don't forget, we're going to be playing first-time only trivia winners here this week. Continuing today, we'll ask a question, and somebody's going to call up and win for the first time when we get ready to do that here just in a couple of minutes. For now, though, we got to talk about the weather forecast, kind of see where we're going today. This weather update brought to you by South Central Bank. No matter the size, every house is built one nail at a time. Enter the construction loan zone at South Central Bank and take the stress out of getting your new home under roof. The zone's interest rate of 2.99% and an APR of 3.62% includes a processing fee of only $500. A $300,000 loan with a 12-month term has 11 interest payments of approximately $381 and a 12th payment of approximately $300,381. This example does not include costs for appraisal, title search, etc., nor does it include taxes and insurance that may apply. Contact Owen Lambert, Janelle Pettigo, or Jennifer Payne to find out more about the Construction Loan Zone. It'll take you through to the final nail. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A little fog out there this morning. That fog slowing some of us down, and it looks like a dense fog advisory through about mid-morning. We'll get into the afternoon with clouds mixing in with sunshine. We'll probably see a cloud-sun mix this morning. Slight chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Up to a warm 88 this afternoon. Hit or miss storm tonight, 66. Tomorrow, a passing shower thunderstorm. Other than that, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Up to a warm 88 once again. We're staying in the upper 80s on Friday with a few clouds around and more the same for the upcoming weekend. Boy, get outside and enjoy this late summertime weather, right? A mix of clouds and sunshine with highs in the upper 80s over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ray Stijic, the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at the current conditions. The barometer this morning is at 29.98. Humidity is at 100% of saturation. The winds are out of the southeast at 3 miles an hour. And we recorded 700ths of an inch of rain, 0.07 in the past 24 hours here at the studios of WCLU, and it's 65 degrees. You know, Jimmy,
you love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you didn't love that you couldn't get all your favorites all day. But now you love that you can get more all day, like
McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like that itch you can't scratch. Or when people use speakerphone in public.
Seriously, you can't tell a soul.
I promise I won't tell anyone.
For real, okay?
Or accidentally watching episode 4 before you've seen episode 3.
When did DeAndre become an alien?
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-through window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Mom, are we at Parrish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer
Birthday to
service.
Gladys Vaughn today, and I want to be sure to get her on there. Today, by special request, we are patting on the back Joey Smith. If you happen to see Joey Smith around town today, you be sure to pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. 65 degrees. Put that thinking cap on because we're going to play first-time winners trivia straight ahead.
Field. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Personal service.
07.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
All right, that thinking cap on there should be fitting pretty good. Extreme Health Club wants you to be a first-time winner. So get ready to roll.
I'm Roxanne Cloyd, also known as the noodle floating, calorie drowning, water weightlifting, woohoo yelling, floor balancing H2O aerobics instructor. As you probably guessed, that means I'm the splashing H2O instructor, Aqua Emotion, and we have lots of fun. If you have aches and pains in your joints, my class at Extreme Health Club is where you need to be. It's soothing to your body, and it's important that you don't throw in the towel, you dry off with it after a fun splashing H2O class at Extreme Health Club. Everything is more fun when it's in the water. Call me now, classes fill up quickly, 651-3036.
All right, let's ask the question and see if you can provide the answer. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Those are the numbers to call if you can answer this question, and you will be a first-time winner. Remember now, if you've never won, get ready to jump on it. If you have won, back off and let some other folks come in here to be a first-time winner. A panda's daily diet consists almost entirely of what plant? Pandas, cute little things. How do they stay so cute? Well, their daily diet consists almost entirely of what plant? Trivia.
Good morning. It's eucalyptus.
No, not eucalyptus.
Oh.
There we go. I didn't mean to scare her. Trivia. Hello, Trivia. Hello. Hello, Trivia.
Bamboo.
That's it. Who is it speaking?
Joy Wilson.
Julie Wilson.
No, Joy. J-O-Y.
J-O-Y. Joy Wilson. I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to get your name written down here. Well, congratulations, Joy Wilson, for being a first-time trivia winner. Now,
Thank you.
I was, we had a lady call up. It's a good answer, eucalyptus, which I think has something to do with the little, Australian bears.
Yeah.
What's the name of those things?
Koala bear.
Yeah, koala bears. I'm sorry. I was
That's okay.
sitting here thinking about it. Joy Wilson is a first-time trivia winner. So, are you familiar with the extreme family of businesses, Joy?
I am.
And you're going to probably get more familiar with one of them because we have a car in here that's going to let you go and enjoy visiting there at one of the extreme family of businesses. And so you have become a first-time trivia winner. Now you got to become a regular, Joy.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay, and you have a good day, too. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's Joy Wilson. That's right. The panda bear, the daily diet consists almost entirely of bamboo. That's right. It doesn't appeal much to me, but, the pandas may know something we don't. We will play trivia tomorrow. We'll have room for another first-time trivia winner tomorrow. You be sure and join us here on WCLU, and we'll see if we can't get you in here on the winners list. The news you depend on, the live and local 7 o'clock morning edition is coming your way straight ahead here on WCLU. Angela Briggs, on her 40th birthday, will report the news for you straight ahead.
CBS News special report. Rescue workers search for survivors after the Mexico City earthquake. Reporter Manuel Barreda.
Taking a bike ride through the neighborhood where I live, I saw about 3 or 4 buildings that had collapsed. There's supposed to be more than 40 buildings that have collapsed in Mexico City.
At least 21 children were trapped and died when their school collapsed. At least 217 people have been killed overall. Via Skype, reporter James Bleers on rescue efforts around the city.
They formed large human chains, and brick by brick, piece of masonry by piece of masonry, they were trying to help, moving rubble and doing as much as they could.
Elizabeth Parker lives in an apartment building and describes her escape.
Everything was moving as I was running through the stairwell and all that, and I thought that glasses were going to shatter on my face.
CBS News special report, I'm Peter King.
Betty Turner of Glasgow had had enough.
I was on a bus trip.
What it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my Danny a call.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
Suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
The Glasgow EPB is on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to know when the EPB makes improvements such as new channels or new services. Wondering what's going on during an outage? The EPB provides constantly updated information that you can receive via Twitter on your cell phone. Plus, learn great new tips to lower your bill. On Facebook, just search for Glasgow Electric Plant Board and click the like button at the top right. On Twitter, search for the Glasgow EPB, then follow us and have updates linked to your cell phone. The Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future fast.
I'm here to announce the launch of McDonald's new signature sriracha sandwich, and they decided to turn it up. It's topped with crispy onions, fresh baby spinach, and kale. Onions and baby cream. That's not all. They decided to turn it up even more. They created an exclusive Sriracha Mac sauce with just the right kick of spice. Yeah, but it's here only for a limited time. The McDonald's signature Sriracha sandwich. Where are you going?
All right, now you can turn that music back on.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Munfordville, W253BN Glasgow. Services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
Live on WCLU Radio, it's The Top Story at 7 with WCLU News Director Angela Briggs.
Angela Briggs here with WCLU, and this is your top story at 7. Road work taking bids and a pretty good financial picture. Those were among the things discussed at yesterday's meeting at the Barron County Fiscal Court. Due to the over $20,000 ticket to fix the sinkhole that fell in on Pine Ridge Road, the county will take bids to repair the 14-foot hole left after the flooding that occurred just under 2 weeks ago. Judge Executive Michael Hale said the residents on the road actually called a meeting with him and Magistrate Billy Houchins on Monday to give their ideas on how to proceed because this is a unique situation.
You know, the unique situation about that is it's one way in, one way out. So we had to have a means of egress for them to get in and out. And they have the residents had a plan. So basically, we're following their plan.
Does want to move forward with the repairs on the road sooner rather than later. When it comes to the recent bond refinancing, the county is looking to save around $245,000 overall, meaning the fiscal court can be expecting a check for around $25,000 to come in. That's 10% of the total savings. Jailer Tracy Bellamy told the court that the results from their recent surprise inspection were great.
He left stating that the jail is in excellent shape. It's very clean. We've been there for 6 years. He said it doesn't even look like we've been there for a year. It's in such good shape.
Bellamy added they also have begun discussion about doing a 1-year free trial on body cameras at the detention center. He also gave a $25,000 check back to the fiscal court to help cover their medical expenses. Magistrate Trent Riddle, chair of the Transportation Committee, said that blacktopping will begin early next month with the money coming from flex funds from Frankfort. Start on these in early October. He also added that due to the recent flooding, the road department has been focusing mainly on road repair work. Due to the vast amount of road repair work that needs to be done, the Transportation Committee also recommended they would like to subcontract some of the work, and they directed Road Supervisor Jeremy Runyon to begin taking bids. The court also approved the purchase of a new backhoe, state bid contract not to exceed $120,000. They also approved the purchase of the equipment necessary to make their own brine in the county. As of now, they have been depending on the city of Glasgow. They would drop the salt off and the city would make the brine for them. Trent Riddle made the motion to spend the $15,500 to purchase the necessary mixing equipment. The county will also begin to make the move away from chip sealing county roads and begin the process of moving all blacktop to county roads. Chip sealing is a never-ending process, according to the fiscal court, and it seems that almost as soon as a section is redone with chip seal, it's already showing signs of wear. While more expensive in the beginning, the longer life of blacktop will certainly make a better financial choice for the county. Barclay Trimble, the superintendent at Mammoth Cave National Park, addressed the court with an update. Trimble said that the pedestrian bridge joining the visitor center to the hotel and restaurant is being replaced, and the new structure should be in place by the end of December. He also said the park is in the process of replacing the over 1,100 lights inside the cave. Judge Hale said that when it comes to the county's finances, their goal has been to keep waiting longer and longer before they had to dip into the road fund to make ends meet. Judge Hale was pleased to say that previously they thought they would have to dip into those funds this month, but he said due to their current financial situation, it'll be next month before they have to make that move. I'm Angela Briggs with an update of the Barron Fiscal Court meeting and your top story at 7.
We're always on call and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Mom, are we at Parrish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parrish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parrish Carpet.
And call them at 651-8780. That's 651-8780.
In more local news, well, it seems Glasgow Mayor Dick Doty's back to square one when it comes to an appointment to the Glasgow EPB Board of Directors. Retired Pastor Petey McLean had previously been nominated by the mayor to serve on the board, and despite many council members speaking up in support of McLean, the council ultimately did not approve the nomination, wanting to wait until the issue some members had with the EPB was settled. Now that the issue has been laid to rest, Mayor Dick Doty put McLean's name in again for nomination. In a phone call Monday afternoon, McLean withdrew her nomination for board appointment. As of this morning, there has been no official nomination resubmitted. Cave City police arrested a Cave City man for car theft. Officer Michael Stevenson arrested 26-year-old Michael Skaggs of Cave City Monday evening. Cave City police were dispatched to Cave Lane Motel earlier in the day in reference to a vehicle that had been stolen. Officer Stevenson found the vehicle and, after a brief investigation, arrested Skaggs for one count of theft by unlawful taking. He was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. Several hundred people donned Barron County High School last night for the annual Evening with Industry. Expanded this year, the event's an opportunity for students and parents to talk directly with folks representing industry and education about opportunities after high school. Programs offered at not only our local high schools, but also the Barron County ATC are doing more to help students specialize in many areas and are putting an increased focus on getting kids both college and career ready. I asked Terry Pickerel with LSC Communications if having kids ready to work would make his job as a training coordinator easier.
Much easier, and that's something that we don't see too often. So when we do see that, they stand out.
Many local businesses and industries were represented, along with both WKU and Sky CTC. Dinner was served by the Barron County Culinary Arts students, and it looked more like a catered reception than school food. It would appear that gone are the days of bland school lunches, rectangle pizzas, and corn.
Amen, sister. We have the best food. If you need someone to cater, you really need to come check out the things that we've got. We've got a hot potato salad here tonight that would make your grandma jealous. It is absolutely fabulous, and that's something that that the kids learned how to make today. So I think that was the first time that they had ever made that. So it's great.
That was Cheyenne Fant, Nutrition Services Director for Barron County Schools, who said that students had a hand in everything from the pork shoulder and baked beans to the cupcakes. Amy Irwin with Barron County Schools says the large crowd and the excitement surrounding our young people really speaks to this community.
It just speaks to this community. It speaks to our workforce, our education, higher education, and especially to our local industries, both healthcare, manufacturing, and local partners, and how this community is uniting to share with young people these opportunities to work, to further their education, developing apprenticeships locally. And again, we just want to thank the community for coming out and supporting this event, supporting our children and youth, and sharing these opportunities with them.
The Evening with Industry is an annual event and is part of Industry Appreciation Week. A recent session of the Barron County Grand Juries returned several indictments. 32-year-old William David Aubrey III of Etoile was indicted for receiving stolen property, tampering with physical evidence, and criminal mischief. Barron County Sheriff's Deputy Alan Shirley testified bail was set at $5,000 cash. 35-year-old Emily Renee Combs of Glasgow was indicted on one count of theft of a alleged drug. Bail was set at $1,500. 40-year-old Misty Michelle Francis of Glasgow was indicted on 4 counts: theft of identity, forgery, theft by deception, and persistent felony offender. And 23-year-old Austin Worth Perkins of Glasgow was indicted on 1 count of theft by unlawful taking. Bail was set at $1,500. Remember, an indictment is an accusation only, and all individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. Early Sunday morning, Officer Wesley Hicks with the Glasgow Police Department was watching traffic at the Auto Spa complex on West Main Street when he saw 30-year-old Wendy Kearney of Glasgow drive by, knowing that she had an active arrest warrant. Officer Hicks conducted a traffic stop. Kearney was asked to get out of the vehicle while, according to the citation, the passengers were moving around inside despite being told to stop. Kearney was asked if there was anything illegal inside the car, and she said no. She added she had just picked up the 3 passengers, 25-year-old Donna Woodard of Gamale, 35-year-old DeAndre Austin, and 35-year-old Julio Alonso, both of Glasgow, and had asked all of them if they had any drugs on them before they got in her car, and she told the officers they all said no. Kearney gave police consent to search the vehicle, and inside they found suspected synthetic marijuana and a syringe loaded with what police believed to be meth. All 4 denied knowledge of the drugs or ownership of the drugs, so all were charged with possession of a controlled substance, possession of synthetic drugs, and possession of drug paraphernalia. All 4 were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. 2 House Democrats are rolling the dice again, proposing legislation for the 2018 General Assembly to legalize casino gambling in Kentucky. Representatives Dennis Keene and Rick Rand are touting legalized gambling as a way to shore up Kentucky's ailing public pension systems that are underfunded by billions of dollars. Keene, who's also the House Democratic Caucus chairman, said casinos are already located along Kentucky's borders, and those states are reaping the benefits of the additional tax revenue. According to former Budget Committee Chair Rick Rand, once fully operational, casino tax revenue could reach $500 million over 2 years. The proposed legislation would take the form of a proposed constitutional amendment requiring voter approval, with the Kentucky Lottery Corporation overseeing and administering expanded gaming. Casinos will be limited to 4 freestanding locations, which would require a local option election, as well as horse racing tracks that already have wagering. Participants in wagering would have to be 21 years or over. However, expected gaming does face an uphill legislative battle. Even when Democrats still controlled the House, they were unable to get casinos on the ballot. Republican Governor Matt Bevin reiterated last week he plans to call a special legislative session next month to address pension reform, but he says expanded gaming likely won't be part of the solution. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs. At 7:21 a.m., a nice and mild 65 degrees.
Hey guys, it's Jared Tunks here with the Trojan Report for this week. The Barron County High School Band competed at the Louisville Eastern Eagle Classic this past Saturday and achieved the following results. In the preliminaries, they got first place, Class 4A, Best Percussion Class 4A, and were named a finalist band. In the finals, they got Best Percussion Overall, Best Music Overall, and the next competition will be at the Pulaski County Invitational in Somerset. Here are some important Beta Club reminders. Coke orders will be delivered on Friday. Students need to make arrangements for pickup after school. The Beta Scrapbook Committee could also use some help. Meet in room 17 if you would like to help on Thursday until 4. Donations for the backpack program are due by September 27th. Please take donations to Miss Walton at the high school or Miss Maxwell at the Trojan Academy. The Barron County academic team split matches with Hart County this past Thursday night. JV had a solid performance for the first time. Quick recall members of Gage Decker, Nathan Hood, and Zachary Harper. Congratulations on the win for varsity team members Lexi Mills, Luke Lyons, Trace Matthews, and Mackenzie Bird. The team will host Caverna this Thursday at 4 p.m. Fall Formal is November 4th. Ticket sales will begin the week after fall break. Picture retakes for everyone will be September 28th. See Ms. Priestcorn for details. Any senior needing to retake their pictures must also see Ms. Priestcorn to schedule. Barron County High School seniors will meet in the auditorium during WIN on Tuesday, October 10th with Balfour to receive the catalog for ordering senior items. All orders will be collected on October 17th during lunch at the concession stand. Homework and tutoring sessions meet every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Class officer elections will take place next week. Applications may be picked up in the front office. All officer applications should be completed and returned by Friday of this week. If you have ordered a fall sports signature shirt, you need to pay and pick up the shirt Wednesday. Last week for Pep Club members to join and pick up cards. On the sports calendar, for Thursday, the boys soccer team hosts Glasgow. It is also senior night. Volleyball team hosts Adair County. The boys golf team hosts Monroe County. On Friday, Trojan football team is at South Warren for a district game. On Saturday, girls soccer team participates in the Warren Central Invitational. They play Taylor County at 8 a.m. and Muhlenberg County at 2 p.m. Boys golf team participates in the Adair County Invitational. Cross-country teams at the Greenwood Invitational. The volleyball team will be participating in the Metcalfe County Invitational. It is also Pink Out Night. Next Monday, the boys golf region gets underway. The boys soccer team is at Butler County, and the JV football team is at Allen County, Scottsville. Next Tuesday, the girls golf region gets underway. The girls soccer team hosts Clinton County. It is their senior night. The volleyball team is at Hart County, and the boys soccer team is at Monroe County. For a daily rundown on what's happening at Barron County High School, tune in to our student radio broadcast on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com each day around 7:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. That's this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High School, where we value pride through preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We are BC.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. A Lincoln County man is charged with leading police on a chase while riding a horse.
Stanford police received multiple reports Sunday night about a man riding a horse on the highway. 2 officers spotted the man, identified as Danny Cook, on US 27 North. Chief Zach Middleton tells WKYT Cook looked at one officer and said, "I'll effing kill you," and kept going.
They were finally able to maneuver him into the Walmart parking lot, where he then dismounted his horse.
Cook is charged with fleeing and evading, terroristic threatening, and resisting arrest. I'm Suzanne Duval.
Do you want to be in the movies? A Kentucky college says it wants to help people who aspire to work in the film industry. Asbury University says it's developing a workforce development initiative to help people get the skills they need to break into the film industry. The school says the certificate can be earned in a matter of weeks and does not require completion of a 2-year or 4-year degree program. Louisville is joining the race for Amazon's second headquarters, a $5 billion project. Mayor Greg Fisher says the city is all in.
We're competing. Amazon is going to be a big prize for some city. They say there'll be ultimately 50,000 jobs, so there's never been a big economic development challenge quite like this before. So
Fisher says Louisville meets 2 of Amazon's top priorities, a strong community college system and a metro area of at least 1 million people. In the world of sports, the University of Kentucky releases its 2018 football schedule. Non-conference opponents include Central Michigan, Murray State, Middle Tennessee, and Louisville. They also have SEC home games against Mississippi State, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, and Georgia. They have a very interesting SEC road trip to Texas A&M. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Bourbon and Beyond, a celebration of the spirit and soul of Kentucky. September 23rd and 24th in Louisville. The world's top bourbons, paired with celebrity chefs, Louisville's top restaurants, and iconic musicians. Featuring the voice behind Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Eddie Vedder. The Steve Miller Band. Also featuring Joe Bonamassa, Band of Horses, Gary Clark Jr., Amos Lee, Buddy Guy, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Chris Robinson Brotherhood, Paul Rogers. Celebrity chef appearances from Tom Colicchio. Over 20 of Louisville's top restaurants, curated by Chef Edward Lee. For the full list of artists, chefs, food, bourbons, and tickets, head to bourbonandbeyond.com. For our love of bourbon, for our love of Kentucky, Bourbon and Beyond. Get your tickets on sale.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community.
The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Names and made to order. All meals include peanuts and hot delicious rolls and honey. Colton Steakhouse and Grill in Glasgow, Bardstown, Campbellsville, and Radcliffe. We know what's at stake. And burgers too.
WCLU News Time 7:29 this morning. We're looking at 65 degrees. We're going to get a more in-depth look at that weather coverage now as Southern States brings you the following weather forecast from the Weather Channel.
If you're a worker, a fixer, a grower, or a doer, then you need to know that Southern States is ready for you. Stop in at our Glasgow location, 300 Sampson Street, for all of your lawn and garden needs, including different varieties of yard fescue seed, lawn food and fertilizer, garden seeds of every variety, and some starter plants. Also, be sure to check out Southern States in Horse Cave, located at 1104 South Dixie Street, and be sure to check out our greenhouse, where we have both perennial and annual flowers. Bring a pickup truck or a trailer and stock up on bulk mulch. It's barbecue season, so check out the Holland Grills and Green Eggs for all of your grilling needs. And when it comes to farm maintenance, check out our fencing supplies. We offer fence chargers, insulators, wires, and posts. For all your springtime, lawn, garden, and farm needs, that's Southern States at 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow, and 1104 South Dixie Street, Horse Cave.
Little fog out there this morning. That fog slowing some of us down, and it looks like a dense fog advisory through about mid-morning. We'll get into the afternoon with clouds mixing in with sunshine. We'll probably see a cloud-sun mix this morning. Slight chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Up to a warm 88 this afternoon. Hit or miss storm tonight, 66. Tomorrow, a passing shower thunderstorm. Other than that, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Up to a warm 88 once again. We're staying in the upper 80s on Friday with a few clouds around and more the same for the upcoming weekend. Boy, get outside and enjoy this late summertime weather, right? A mix of clouds and sunshine with highs in the upper 80s over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. That's a look at your weather forecast brought to you by Southern States here in Glasgow. And let's take a look at the current conditions right now. The barometer reads at 29.98, as it does quite often around here. The humidity's at 100% once again. Southeast winds at 3 miles an hour. And in the last 24 hours, we did get a little bit of rain, 7/100ths, according to the rain gauge. Up next, we're going to take birthday requests. If you have any birthdays, the phone lines are going to be open for the next 2 minutes, and then we'll have your Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list. Again, 65 degrees right now. A beautiful morning here in southern Kentucky. Thank you for listening to WCLU. We're back after this.
Good morning, friends. It seems if we are rushing headlong through this life without stopping to think of our destination. All of us are heading down one of two roads, the road to eternal life with God in heaven or the road to eternal life separated from God in hell. Mankind is seemingly in such a hurry to get things done, to achieve some worldly goal, or to chase the elusive wind of riches and fame that he never stops to think of the end of this life. What if the Lord Jesus were to return today to judge the living and the dead? Would you be ready to meet him? We never know when he is coming, but the fact of his return is certain. We are either walking his road according to his will, or we are not ready to meet him. We are either believing, trusting, and obeying his truth as revealed within the Bible, or we are not ready to meet him. We are either making him the center of and the reason for our life, or we are not ready to meet him. When he comes, he will take all of those who are ready to meet him home to live with him forever. However, those who are not ready will be separated forever from him in condemnation. I don't believe the choice of whether or not to be ready is a hard one. Do you? This is Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Town experience with honest people, a novel idea, not at Bailey Gibson. We understand you work hard for your money and deserve the best when shopping for a vehicle. Times are tough, and buying a vehicle is a big decision. Dad prides himself in having honest employees who will help in any way they can, before and after your purchase. At Bailey Gibson, we pledge to give you a hometown experience with honest people. Now that's an idea you can bank on.
Do you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB has partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
Call 270-629-4300. All right, it's 7:33. Hope you're enjoying that drive to work this morning, driving to school, wherever you are. We're here for you here on WCLU. Now, I don't have that cute little music that plays in the background for the birthdays. They don't give me those luxuries up back here in my studio. And just a quick, of course, if you can't hear us probably right now on 1490, but we are on 102.3 FM. The EPB Channel 6 feed seems to be doing good. We are on the homepage of WCLUradio.com as well as watchwclu.com. We're also on Periscope right now. We're on YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube, just search watchwclu.com and YouTube. And we're also on Facebook Live. So plenty of ways to get us, as our chief engineer, CEO, and morning show host, Henry Royce, is out wearing all kinds of hats this morning. So bear with us as 1490 AM WCLU is currently off the air. There's plenty of ways to get us. Now, let's take a look at your Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list. We've had several calls for one in person, so we want to be sure and mention them first. And that's Brian Shields. Happy birthday to Brian Shields this morning on WCLU, along with Linda Wells, Eugenia Vaughn, Jess Dean White, Doug Harden. We have Brandy Matthews turning 42. Our own Angela Briggs strikes the 40 gong this morning, along with Thomas Hurt, who is 85 years young. We have Laura Hagan on the birthday list. How about Linda Wyatt? Blake Wiley have a birthday today, as well as Parker Adair. Now, Blake and Parker are first cousins sharing a birthday. How cool is that? Some fun family festivities, I'm sure, planned for this evening. We've got Peggy Adwell on the birthday list, Gladys Vaughn, and we just got a call in for Paulette Wooten. Paulette Wooten, if it's your birthday today. Anniversaries, a really nice special couple. I've known them most of my life, and that's Doug and Maud Eisenberg. The Eisenberg celebrating an anniversary today, so a fine couple there. Also, we've got Brandon and Lauren Hopkins, who are celebrating their 6th year of marriage today. And we have Mac and Judy Adwell on the anniversary side of the list as well. Now, today, by special request, we are patting on the back Joey Smith. If you see Joey Smith around town, be sure you pat him on the back. Tell him he's to get his gold from his friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas, where good friends meet for great food and home for the best steaks in town. Now, with a name like Joey Smith, there's probably a few Joey Smiths around town to pat on the back today, so be sure you pat the right one. This is the one, of course, with the Smith siding. But Joey Smith's a pretty common name, so be sure you're patting the right Joey on the back today. Ralphie's Fun Center's birthday list. Thank you, Ralphie's.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the store in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Mom, are we at Parrish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parrish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parrish Carpet.
Legendary Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Legendberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Legendberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Personal service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my dandy a call.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Let's just see if your magic works on this.
Told you. I'm the Magic Man, Kelly.
I know. Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
Glasgow Coin and Jewelry is the place to go to turn your gold, silver, coins, or jewelry into cash. Go see Eddie, the Magic Man, located on North Public Square, downtown Glasgow, or call 834-1441. That's 834-1441.
How y'all doing this morning? Wes Royce in the studio, filling in for Dad and Angela. As I said before, we've got a little issue on the AM station 1490, so we are going to take care of that first and foremost. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take care of a few things that we always take care of, get the news and information out to you that you need, and then we're going to finish off your morning drive with a few good songs that I'm going to pick out. So if you don't like the songs, you can blame me. I'm in control of the airwaves this morning. Been a while since it was just me down here, but now we've got a lot of things going on. Tater tot time. Have y'all heard about tater tot time? Me having a child now and being in the circle of other parents, I'm hearing a lot about tater tot time, and I'm hearing it's a really good program. Well, the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library hosts that, and it's today at 10 in the morning. Caregivers and their toddlers are going to be able to interact with other kids their age through books, songs, finger plays, and games. This is for ages 18 to 36 months. Tater tot time. That sounds like a whole lot of fun at the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library, which is also where they will be doing a midweek matinee today at 12:30 in the afternoon. The movie is called Gong in Style. So that's a midweek matinee down there at the library this morning. The mum sale's going on right now for the 4-H Club. Get your orders in before the end of this month now. They've got lavender, orange, and white, yellow, and red. Great little fundraiser here for $10 each. That number is 651-3818. Also, site-based decision-making councils meeting around the area. We've got Highland Elementary is going to meet tomorrow night at 4:30 at the school, and then Austin Tracy is going to be meeting tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. at the school. Also, a special announcement here, and again from the library, doing lots of cool things. And y'all know Beshka Moore. Well, Beshka is a great yoga instructor, as I've heard from many people, and she's going to have that yoga class tomorrow at noon. So you bring a mat if you have a mat, and you can sign up at the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library. So that's a lot of good stuff going on right there. So we'll take a quick break. We want to tell you about some things going on in our church community. We'll also have a tidbit news. We'll take another look at the weather forecast. And then I get to pick some music. It's going to be a fun rest of your morning. Bear with us with the AM off the station. There's still like 18 other places you can find us here on WCLU. It's 742, 65 degrees.
I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
It's suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
I've got good news. I just got a text message from Pops, as my little boy likes to call Henry. And we're back on the air on the AM station. So I'm going to hold off for a minute before doing tidbit news because that's a whole lot more fun to do with Dad. That's our little 5 minutes of fun every morning I get to spend with my dad, and I'm lucky to do that too. I tell you what. It's a great place to work here. Now, it's 7:44 this morning and 65 degrees. We want to go over some really good things going on in the church community with the fall time. You know, you're going to look forward to lots of really good revivals. And if it's not your church, that's all right. Go out and support their church and be a part of your community. Now, the Acresville Baptist Church is having revival services going on through this Sunday, 7 o'clock each night. The Sunday service will be at 11 a.m. this week. Brother Ron Norrod is the evangelist, and Brother Ken Holbrook is the music director, and Brother Terry Hagan is the pastor there at Acresville Baptist Church. So, revival going on each night. Go celebrate and enjoy that. It's a good time of the year for things like that. A tent revival's going on as well this weekend over through Saturday at Columbia Avenue, and that address is 1018 Columbia Avenue. We're going to have music. The Massies will be there, and then Randy Richardson will be there. And you'll see banners posted all over the yard. It's at 7 o'clock each night in Glasgow. 1018 Columbia Drive. That'll be each night through this Saturday. Now, the Peters Creek Church of Christ, they're going to have a Back to the Bible gospel meeting each night through Friday, 7 o'clock each night. Speakers are going to be for the rest of this week. Tonight we'll have Keith Thompson. We'll have Don Brady tomorrow evening. And then at 7 o'clock on Friday, you'll have James Fox. That's out Highway 921, Peters Creek Church of Christ. We also have revival services going on at Neal's Chapel, Cumberland Presbyterian Church. That's going on through Sunday. And the service is going to be at 6:30 p.m. every day except Sunday, which that'll be at 11 in the morning. And so there's a lot of good speakers in there, including Sharon Lau is going to be speaking tomorrow night. We're going to also have a word from Steve Williams and Freddie Norris on Friday evening, and on Sunday we're going to get to hear from Gene Parker, and a potluck will follow that Sunday morning service. And let's see, I want to make sure I get everything in for this week. Bunch going on. We've got Owens Chapel Baptist Church over in Cave City, 150th anniversary for that church. So there's going to be some fine reverends coming up from all over the place, everywhere from Hopkinsville and Nashville, to come celebrate that and what they've been able to accomplish in their 150 years at Owens Chapel. Also, Living Faith Church homecoming service is going to be September the 24th, which is this Sunday at 11 a.m. They're going to have dinner after their morning worship service, too. Brother Mac Atwell over there will be glad to see you. Revival services for Cave City Baptist Church going on the Sunday through Wednesday of next week, with Dr. Lynn Traylor being the evangelist there. Glasgow Bible Church is inviting you back to church this Sunday as well. A special service specifically designed to welcome back past members and visitors. So that takes care of this week and all of the revival services going on. So as I said before, a lot of things you can do if you want to get out and worship. You got plenty of places to go, even if it's not your church. They'd love to see it some of these other churches as they're celebrating their fall revival services. At 7:48, we're at 65 degrees this morning. Stay with us.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Would you like to choose when you pay your electric bill? With EPB iPay, you can. iPay allows you to draft money into your electric account online or at our office. The myusage.com website lets you keep track of how much electricity you're using and lets you know your current balance. When your account's getting low, you can get reminders to add more money to your electric account by text or email. With iPay, there's no due date, no late fees. Sign up for iPay at the EPB office at 100 Mallory Drive.
BR Tire. We're always on call and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you didn't love that you couldn't get all your favorites all day. But now you love that you can get more all day, like
McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like that itch you can't scratch. Or when people use speakerphone in public.
Seriously, you can't tell a soul.
I promise I won't tell anyone.
For real, okay?
Or accidentally watching episode 4 before you've seen episode 3.
When did DeAndre become an alien?
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done.
All right, I'm sitting in two chairs this morning, but that's all right because the good news is we're back on the air on 1490 on the airwaves. That frequency been listened to many, many years in this community, and we hate when it goes out. But luckily, our chief engineer, Henry Royce, has gotten that taken care of. Now, he's not made it back to the studio yet, but he did leave me some pretty good tidbit news to tell you about, and we're going to do that right now without the theme song because, as I said before, they don't give me that fancy stuff back here. But here we go. After an artificial muscle that lifts 1,000 times its own weight could pave the way for lifelike robots that make Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator look puny, scientists use a 3D printing technique to create the rubber-like synthetic muscle that expands and contracts like its biological counterpart, heated by small electrical current. Now, how about that? How would you like to? That's pretty interesting because, we thought steroids was the way to go, and everybody was hitting home runs in Major League Baseball and things like that. If they figure out how to make this thing attached to your tendons and your joints, that could be a big deal. We could have an actual real live superhero that, again, would make Arnold Schwarzenegger look puny. But interesting what they're doing in science with a synthetic material that can lift 1,000 times its own weight. That's a lot. That's incredible. I could probably, what would that mean? Well, it means I could lift 240,000 pounds. That's 120,000 tons, I believe, or 120 tons. All right, we've got another story here from the AP Wire. It was a terrible crime. It was the chili cheeseburger theft. That's right, the chili cheeseburger theft. Are you here, Dad?
I am.
You're here? Turn your microphone on.
I like that chili cheeseburger story. I'm anxious to hear that.
Yeah. Well, so here's what happened. A New Mexico man is facing charges after police say he randomly slapped a customer and then stole the man's green chili cheeseburger before dashing away.
Which is more offensive, you think?
If you steal my cheeseburger, especially a chili cheeseburger, because I really like those, then you're going to have to deal with me. And that's, you don't want to see me hangry.
So what happened with that deal?
Santa Fe police arrested this guy. He was 25 years old, old enough to know better, but still too young to carry. His name was Anthony Frazier. He was near the Shake Foundation, where authorities say the bizarre attack occurred. According to a criminal complaint, the victim says Frazier walked up to him to dance, then slapped him across the face.
Yeah.
And stole his green chili cheeseburger and ran from the scene. I can't imagine he didn't get some of that on his hands.
Well, it must have looked really, 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 really good.
Yeah. That seems like one of those like YouTube pranks. You know, like you see them all the time on Facebook, and they're funny, but they're funny afterwards. But I don't know that this guy was being funny. Yeah. But it just looks like one of those things where you just walk up and smack somebody and steal their lunch.
Yeah, well, and I guess maybe he probably didn't get to enjoy it. If I'm going to eat a chili cheeseburger, I'm not going to eat it running.
That's right.
I'm going to settle down somewhere, and
Here's what I got, Dad. We've been over all the church announcements. We've been over, we've been over a bunch of stuff. So. I'm going to take a quick break here, and we'll get another look at the weather forecast, and then I got time to play one song from one of my favorite bands.
Okay.
Fleetwood Mac. How about that?
All right, it's fine.
All right. Thanks for getting us back on the air, too.
Always glad to do it.
We needed that.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
August 23rd through September 17th at BR Tire in Glasgow and Bowling Green. Buy a set of 4 new BF Goodrich light truck or passenger tires and get a $50 MasterCard reward card after submission. Or buy a set of 4 new Michelin light truck or passenger tires and get a $70 MasterCard reward card after submission. It's that easy. Michelin, BF Goodrich, and BR Tire.